The Book of the Dead was the germ, the seed from which Evil Dead exploded. So when we made the first movie, it was originally entitled Book of the Dead. It was called Book of the Dead because Sam was in ancient history class and heard about the Book of the Dead, and that name stuck with him, and he said, oh, what if somebody finds it and it possesses him? So it was the key that unlocked the whole writing process for him to write the first movie, Evil Dead.
Having the book in the story was something that was very important to Sam, Rob, and Bruce, and Fetty also agreed. The idea that this is an ancient book that was created that gives birth to the demonic force, but it also explains how you can expel that force. There's also another important fact that is given in this book, which is that when the evil force feasts upon 5 souls, a new greater thing will rise. It will rise from the dead. And so it's kind of a working document that over the years people have expanded upon, writing in notes, warning people to not say the words, to not give birth to this terrible entity.
Yeah, you look in there and it's got strange drawings, but then it has different layers of people who've reacted to it. There's modern day writing, the lingo's more modern, of people who've dealt with it. So this book has been through a bunch of different hands, and why is it bound up in the basement of this particular cabin in this particular woods at this time? Why did they find it? Where did it come from?
Look.
Shit, man. What the fuck happened here?
And I think the origin of it is always going to be a little mysterious. It's a book, it's bound in human flesh. It's inked in human blood. The way we're looking at it is this thing appears at different places at different times. So I think the 2 Evil Dead movies can actually exist in a parallel universe. That book is just making the rounds.
And to Eric, who's a high school teacher, I think that that's the coolest find that you could see. But obviously, it's not a normal book.
Kunda.
Once he says those words, everything starts going wrong.
Estrada. Montose. Honda.
Like, did I make all this happen? Because I'm not hallucinating. She just shot her brother. And the windows exploded and all this happened. So there has to be something going on.
You are all going to die tonight.
One of the most important ideas is, how do you end the demon? How do you put the demon to rest? And it's very specific in the book. It talks about 3 ways in which that can happen.
A live burial. Bodily dismemberment. And purification by fire.
To me, in a horror movie, you got to have the rules clear. What unleashes the monsters and what gets rid of them. And this movie's pretty clear what the different ways you can get rid of a demon, someone who's possessed, and that none of them are good. A note to kids, you find a book in a cabin in the woods, just turn around and just drive out. Just drive away. That's all they could have done.